Hello. I wanted to touch base regarding the map project. I just went to Google Maps and typed in Frederick Community. You can zoom in a little if you so desire. So we're looking for the basic general vicinity of Fed or FCC. So for this, I'm going to go ahead and take a screenshot. I'm going to go into Photoshop, make a new document. It will remember that size, so I do not have to think about it. And remember, in this class, we're just dealing with the software individually, but we're in Design 2 going to start bringing all of these together. So if you need to do something like this in Photoshop, absolutely go for it. I'm going to go ahead, hit C for my crop tool, and I'm going to just make a nicer cropped version of this so it doesn't have all that extra bit. And I might leave some of this so we can see the road coming in. So I'm sort of, getting the main area of the campus. Double click, save maps, and I'll just put it on the desktop. And then on our 12 by 18 in Illustrator, what we're going to want to do is have our layers out. And I have a lot up here. Remember, everyone's screen will look different. I have it set up to how I like to work. And we're going to actually place this photo on layer 1. So we'll go to File, Place, go to our desktop, Maps, I think I called it. Yes, that looks right. All right. We're going to just position it on the page. E is our free transform. Oops, I'm going to undo that because in Illustrator, you still have to use your shift constraint. So if you're having problems with that, hold that shift key down. I'm going to go back to V, which is my regular selection, and then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to lock it. I can no longer work on this. So I need to make a new layer. So layer 1 is protected, and layer 2 is where we're going to actually work. You can use any of the tools that you've been learning about so far. So shapes, lines, brushes, the pen tool. For something like this, I'm just going to zoom in. The pen tool would be ideal because you can create the specific shape that you're looking for. And for this, it's just click, click, click. And I'm just going to do the outline shape. And I like to work with mine with no fill, so it's sort of more like a drawing. So I'm going to worry with the outside shape. We have a curve here, so I'm going to find that midpoint and click slide a little bit so we create that. And if it gets hiccupy there, do not worry. You do not have to create the pen tool. And this is going to be weird too, in one fell swoop. I think that's one of the things that gets a little, nerve-wracking when you use it. You just go back in later with your direct select and make some of those adjustments. Like that isn't quite right either. Let's just boop, boop, get that right. And this one probably just needs to be curved out a little bit more. And with the pen tool, less is more whenever we're working on it. So if I were to hide this, we have just the shape. Zooming back out. So here's where we're heading with this. I would say, deal with it from like the object point of view, get the basics in, and then do you want to work with it in some sort of theme? So in the sheet it was saying, and let me bring that up. Getting all my screens up. Which one is it? This one. So what we're going to do, make that copy. We just did that. Look at other examples. This is something I'm not quite seeing in the early stages here. Research is the first step of any project. So, go to our friend Pinterest, look up maps and see what all is out there. Make some sketches, make some notes. How did the other designers deal with the roads, the buildings, the vegetation? How did they visually translate this? Is this going to be a utopian, a dystopian vision? Are you going to have a theme? Maybe you're like, I'm going to make it look like a carnival so I can use really bright colors, or I'm going to make it look like a grunge rock poster. Anything goes. So whatever your theme is, go for it. But, it's informative. A map is a tool that's going to be used. So you might want to put that compass in there, northeast, southwest, so we know which way we're heading with this. Are you going to make it landscape or are you going to make it portrait? Is it going to be more geometric, organic, and its design style? And again, don't forget that map key. You know, dotted roads are this, or I mean, dotted lines are this type of road, solids this, et cetera, et cetera. It's going to be unique and individual towards yours also. Maybe for your key, it's going to have a symbol of a triangle, and wherever the triangles are, that's a tree. So that's part of this design process. You're going to want to figure out that portion of it. And if you look at maps, you can see they think of scale, the point of view, color, roads, buildings, type, title, and key. And just be unique, have fun, come up with something that you would be interested in exploring while you're getting comfortable with these tools. So for this, again, Google Maps, you can screenshot, crop it, bring it into Illustrator, make sure this is locked, make a new layer and however many layers you need on top of it, and create your map from this way.